What is up? This is Dragon Slayer. I'm streaming live on Twitch. I'm playing The Elder Scrolls Online. Welcome to our daily grind. Couple notes. New DLC just came out for ESO. So, I know I promised last week that I'd be getting back to a normal schedule, and I lied. Alright, so sorry about that. Oh, you know what? I did forget. It doesn't matter. We're just going to go here. I forgot to double check to see what what you need to buy in the Crown Store to start quests in Southern Elsewhere. Doesn't matter. We'll just go here. And again, this is a new DLC. This is Dragonhold. If you are an ESO Plus subscriber, then you already have access to this. If not, then you can pay for it, right? You buy it. And when I re-up my subscription next time, I'll no doubt be getting this. But whatever.
The General doesn't see anyone without an appointment.
Welcome to Palatine. Right? Oh, there's a dragon out there to be hunted. We'll no doubt be slaying some dragons. And hey, look. It's Sai-freaking-Sahan. Alright, before we get this started, again, a couple other notes. Like I said, Primetime is probably going to be canceled at least through Thursday. We'll no doubt be doing normally scheduled World of Warcraft for Primetime on Friday, and normally scheduled ESO for Primetime on Sunday. Outside of that, I'm not really sure what's going to happen. We'll see. We'll see how long this, how much time this takes up. New DLC. The other thing is, again, this is our daily grind, is unscheduled. But it's somewhat scheduled, right? You can log on to my stream pretty much any day and find me playing either this or World of Warcraft Classic or Destiny 2. And the plan for today is to fit this in, a couple hours of this in, a couple hours World of Warcraft Classic, and maybe a couple hours of Destiny 2, and then cap the night off with a Cyrodiil run in this game. Right? So Cyrodiil, if you're not familiar with Cyrodiil or this game, is the Alliance War. And we will be playing in Molamnir, below level 50. And recently I've been doing multi-alliance leading groups in multiple alliances. So whether I'm leading a group for EP, DC, or AD will depend mainly on who has more land on the map at that time when I log on. That'll be the main determining factor. Well, if all those are equal, then it'll come down to either who has more scrolls or who has more points. And I'm hoping that I'll get to play EP tonight, but if not, yeah, I mean, I've got perfectly acceptable characters for everything else, right? Now let's just take a look at that real quick. Go back to the character screen, or the login screen, or the screen with all my characters, right? Right, so you notice I have 18 of 18 characters. I've got 6 of each alliance, and each alliance has exactly one of the character classes. So I have a Nightblade, Templar, Warden, Dragon Knight, Sorcerer, Necromancer for my DC, and have all those same classes for my AD and EP. Right? Now, of the alliances, right, EP is probably the most finished. I've got 4 level 50s on EP, whereas I only have 2 level 50s on AD and 1 level 50 on DC. So I would like to spend a little more time leading groups for both DC and AD so I can level those tunes. But of course, I've got this guy and this gal still to level for EP, so I will be able to lead groups there in the below 50 for the foreseeable future. And in fact, leading groups for DC and AD will extend my time in the below 50 with my EP, because if I'm not leveling these guys, then the longer time I'll have to be able to spend in going for that alliance. But at some point, all my characters for EP are going to be over level 50, right? Are going to be level 50. At that point, a lot of players that play in the level 50, a lot of long-time players will start deleting characters. I'm not going to be deleting any characters. You can always get another account, right? Probably not going to happen either. I have plenty of work to do with just one account. And so for DC, I'll be using this character in the below 50. For AD, and this is a Templar, Vampire, first aid character actually, never leveled. And for AD, I'll be using a Stamsorc, leading groups with this guy. It's pretty much a beast. And on the other side, I'll either be playing good old Nutmeg the Ninja, who is a Stam Nightblade, or my Necromancer, who is a healer. Never going home. Nope, never going home. Anyways, so again, whichever alliance I'm leading for, what I'm looking, the overall idea is to help out whichever alliance is getting beat down at the time, right? So that's why I'll be leading a group for whoever has the least amount of land. Now, a lot of times in the below 50, one alliance will, have a large chunk of the map, and the other two alliances will be screwed. And that's when people in those alliances start quitting and logging off. And, well, gives me an opportunity to accept the challenge and help those alliances out. And of course, to build the guild, right? To recruit for the guild. So, that's the idea for that. And yeah, I've been playing ESO more and more often lately. Pretty good indicator that I'm going to start spending more time in Cyrodiil. So, there should be more videos of that up as we move along. I know that a lot of people that watch this stream are here to watch Cyrodiil, or watch me lead groups in Cyrodiil. And, well,
The general doesn't see anyone without an appointment.
you're going to be able to watch more of that coming up soon. At least that's the plan. We'll see.
It's good to see you again, Vestige. I know how much you've already done for Tamriel, but I must request your aid once more. Dragons ravage elsewhere. I need your help to fight back against these vile beasts.
Isn't this guy dead?
A dragon.
Pretty sure I
nests on the
killed this
nearby
guy.
island. I believe it plans to attack Senchal. We need to slay the creature before it strikes. Unfortunately, there's not a ship in this city that will sail us to a dragon's lair. Believe me, I've asked. General Renmus, leader of Senchal's military forces, could commandeer a ship to sail us to the island. We need to arrange a meeting with the general and convince him to support us. What say you, warrior? Will you help me slay this dragon?
Well, my name is Dragon Slayer, so I will help you slay this dragon.
Now, meeting with an Imperial general is faster said than done. The paperwork alone would take days to file, and the dragon we seek could attack the city at any moment. So, I found an alternative method. Your aid and this handful of jewels. First, you must bribe Renmus' scribe Nadama to put us on the schedule. You'll find her in the tavern. Next, you need to speak to Darku in the city's outskirts, just south of here. He can forge our credentials. You also need to delay Arniel Brong, who is scheduled to meet with the General today. Arniel's ship just docked in the harbor. If you steal his vessel's manifest, the Dockmaster should detain him. That will give us enough time to speak with the General. Lucky be willing, all will go well, and our meeting with General Renmus will commence without issue. Meet me at the palace when you're done. Meanwhile, I'll learn all I can about our upcoming dragon hunt. The outlying towns have already been ravaged by dragons, and refugees have come pouring into Senchal as a result. They hope that stone walls will stop the dragon's wrath, but it's only a matter of time before the dragons attack Senchal. Why else would it roost so close to the city? I believe the dragon is evaluating Senchal's defenses and preparing for the right moment to strike. We must slay it before it gets that chance.
Slay it! Slay the dragon!
That is my hope. No matter the risk, our best option is to slay this dragon on its own island, away from the innocents of Senchal. Let's hope the General agrees with that logic. As far as I know, I'm the last of the Dragon Guard. I am honor-bound to uphold the traditions of my order. Once, that meant serving the Emperor and protecting the Empire. Now I must walk my own path. And so, I prepare to hunt dragons.
Great. Sai-San's a dragon slayer too. But we already knew that.
The Dragon Guard of old proudly defended the Empire as well as hunted dragons. I can no longer serve Emperor Varen, but I can continue their traditions. I was even able to find one of their fabled dragon horns, the Horn of Jadari. An ancient relic. Its blast forces even the most powerful dragons to fall from the sky. It provides a great advantage in battle. I've slain one dragon with it, and with your assistance, I hope to slay many more.
Well, you've come to the right person.
A respectable gentleman with a distinguished beard. Take Nadama, for example. I heard that she's been seeking a way to leave Senchal for weeks. A few gems would certainly help pay for her passage. It was easy enough to learn about that braggart. I overheard him in the tavern, claiming that he could forge any document in Senchal. For the right price, of course. Let's see if he has the skills to back up his boasts. All ships coming into Senchal are subject to a cargo inspection, unless they present a sanctioned ship's manifest. If you're able to steal Arniel's manifest, he'll be held up in customs for hours. That will give us time to speak with the General. Yes, lucky willing. Had we the time, I would go through official channels. But with so much at stake, we can't afford the delay. We have no choice but to use these underhanded measures.
Too easy. Alright. So this is a new city we have to work with. Let's just take a look around town real quick. Court of Crafts. Looks like everything's there. Alchemy, clothing, enchanting, woodworking, clothier, carpentry, alchemist, enchanter, and jewelry. And it's also right by the stable master. How close is the bunko? Looks like the bank isn't too far away. Though it might not be quite as easy to get to as the other one. I don't know. We'll see. Take a look. This is my first time through. I did not do beta testing for this DLC. Missed it. Alright, well, here's the bank. Okay. And over here is the Court of Crafts. Cat paws colorings. Huh. Okay, this got the outfit station here. I like my outfit the way it is currently. Alright, blacksmithing, jewelry crafting, woodworking, clothing, enchanting, alchemy. Looks like everything. There should be one more, shouldn't there? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are we missing? Oh, provisioning. Come on, there's got to be a place to do provisioning here, right? Apparently not. It's weird. They would leave out the provisioning. So I probably won't be moving down here to do my crafting. How do you leave out damn provisioner? I mean, granted, it's not that important, but it kind of is. At least one or two characters that... Wait, is this provisioning over here?
Someone found a magical talisman that will allow the Lion Guard to get into Angof's stronghold.
Yep, it's got provisioning. Alright. You like fish sticks? Let's see. Speaking of these... Pretty cool one. This used to be the highest one you could do. These are all three of these are tri-foods. Pretty good one for lobies. The lobies that use magic and stamina. Yeah, let's face it, it sucks. But I've got a number of foods I can make. Well, let's see. What about drinks? Some delicacies. Got the Psijic Ambrosia. No perfect draw. In case we need it, right? Witch Mother's Party Punch is a good one. Double Bloody Mary. Good for those Magicka types, especially our Vamps. Well, actually, it's not that great for vampires. But it's a good one nonetheless. One of the few, I think it's the only gold recipe I have. This one's also a pretty nice one. Anyways, just kind of wasting time, losing my XP bonus as we speak. Huh. Get to that.
Well,
Let's see. Well, now that we've had a look around, we get boats pretty much anywhere. Let's steal the Merchant Manifest. Continue to kind of get oriented to the city here. Should probably eat some food. I have to hop in Cyrodiil and re-up my food. Like I said, not having provisioning isn't that big of a deal, right? Because I normally just use the food from PvP anyways.
Arthur, we're ready for you. Finally, I thought I'd never get off this dock.
You said you had a ship manifest. May this one inspect it?
Yes, if you must. It's right on this crate.
All right, this shouldn't take long.
Is something the matter?
Do you play games with this one? There is no manifest on this crate.
What? No, that can't be right. I'm sure it was there.
Need this one to remind you. All ships without a sanctioned manifest will be subject to...
I know the law, but I'm telling you, the manifest was on this crate.
Unless you can produce it, we'll have to inspect your cargo.
But that could take hours. I have an appointment.
Not anymore, bruh. No appointments for you. Alright.
Just wait until my guild hears about this brutish treatment. They won't let it stand.
Just made that guy's day a lot longer, right? I don't feel bad. I am Nightblade. It's kind of my job to steal things.
What?
Oops. Alright, well, they do have all the crafting here. I could feasibly move my crafters down here.
A demon rises from the east, followed by a crimson beast. Oh, the
New books.
horn and scorch. Warrior raises his sword to the sun, calling warriors to follow. Alkosh guides threads yet unspun. His champion goes forth. His champion goes forth.
Oh, this looks shady.
And our children, what of them?
I do not know.
We must know. There's no work in Senchal. How will we feed them?
We can't go back home, dearest. There's nothing left.
I know, I'm scared.
Can't you see that I'm trying to drink away my sorrows? It's an extremely delicate process, you know, doesn't require company.
Does for me.
Today, you are very, very funny. General Renmus's schedule is full today. If you want to see him, fill out your paperwork and submit it, just like everyone else. I didn't know you were feeling so generous, Walker. I suppose your name can be added to the general schedule, but that is all, yes? You'll need to secure the proper documents and delay his previous appointment. Thanks for the generous donation. Let's just make sure this little exchange stays between us, yes? I'm going to finish my drink and then find the next ship off of this moon's forsaken city. If dragons weren't bad enough, all these refugees will eat Senchal out of house and home. I'm leaving before the riots start.
Sounds like a good plan. Interesting.
Habadra speaks true. The dragons fought each other.
Your eyes aren't what they used to be, grandmother.
Apparently we are in the poor part of town. It's kind of cool that they have an upper and lower.
Why would they fight each other?
Whether it or will or waver, Darku is your savior. Tell this one, what need have you of the finest forger in all of Senchal? Interesting, most interesting. Diplomatic papers. Yes, that would get you in to see the shaved-skin general. Of course, skills such as Darku's require compensation worthy of his talent. Ah, yes. These beauties will do quite nicely. Here you are then. Diplomatic papers, all up to date and ready to present. Just make sure you have an appointment, eh? Wouldn't want to walk in on the general unannounced.
Should also check the zone guide. Right, we've got 6 new quests to complete. 3 new set stations. And 6 more sky shards. 2 bosses. Thought there were new delves. Okay, we've got 2 new delves to explore. Never really got into fishing in this game. Probably should. Just for fun, right? I mean, what else do I have to do? Right, back to see Sai Sahan.
It was him, I swear it. Sai Sahan, in the flesh. The last time anyone saw him was in the Imperial City.
Let's say you really did.
What is it?
Were you able to secure a meeting with General Renmus? And so we must prepare for our first battle, my friend. A battle of wits. Remember, we must convince General Renmus to commandeer a ship for us. With it, we'll sail to the Dragon's Island and slay the beast. Not much. And what I do know, I'm not sure what it means. A ship sailed directly to the Dragon's Island recently. It displayed no banners, and no one in Senchal recognized it. It's possible we're not the only dragon hunters in southern Elsewhere.
Alright, so there's more dragon slayers around.
But I also won't plan for it. For all we know, this ship was bound for another destination. Or it has other business on that island. Though I'm at a loss as to what that might be. Let's head to our appointment.
Halt! Official business only.
We have an appointment with General Redmus. Here, our papers.
These seem to be in order. All right, you can go in.
Right, moving in. Moving through the plot. Sure, we'll have some more dialogue here coming up. And, okay, so yesterday when I was working through the Northern Elsewhere story, zone quests.
It's not every day that Captain Sai Sahan graces my office.
Greetings, General. I am here to request a ship to hunt down a nearby dragon.
Slay a dragon. And
that's right, slay a dragon.
Man who couldn't even protect our emperor.
Perhaps you should speak to my companion. They can share the details of
After all, my name is Dragon Slayer. If anyone's gonna slay some dragons, it's me. Alright, so again, yesterday when I was going through these quests in Northern Elsewhere, I was skipping through dialogue just to get through it quickly. I'm not going to do that today. We're going to take time to go through the dialogues. In fact, I do want to make a little adjustment in the audio just so you can make sure you can hear this. Go ahead and up it just a little bit. See if that works. Okay.
So, you're a companion of the infamous Captain Sai Sahan. Though I suppose that title no longer means anything, given the current state of Cyrodiil. Well then...
Alright.
So, you're a companion of the infamous Captain Sai Sahan. Though I suppose that title no longer means anything, given the current state of Cyrodiil. Well then, care to share how you plan to slay this dragon? An admirable venture, I'll admit, if not a foolhardy one. Unfortunately, I have neither the ship nor crew to lend you for such an expedition. The city is chaotic enough as it is, and I can't afford to spread my resources. Which is precisely why I can't agree to your request. If a dragon does attack Senchal, I'll need every soldier and ship under my command here to defend the city. I'm sorry. Your cause is commendable, but my mind is made up.
Thank you for your time, General. Come, my friend. Speak outside.
Well, that didn't go very well. More book. Moving out.
What do you want?
Well, look there.
Wait.
We have a guest.
Hold on. I think I know someone who can help you. Hello, I'm Aelia Renmus, General Renmus's daughter. I couldn't speak freely in front of my father, but I might know someone who can help you get to that island. But tell me, do you truly believe you can slay a dragon?
Do you see the name above my head?
Then I want to help. Or, well, send you to someone who can help you. You should speak to Zaji, captain of the Perfect Pounce. He may be a smuggler, but he cares about Senshaw. And he's my friend. He can get you to that island. I know. My father certainly wouldn't approve. Then again, he hasn't approved of most of my friends since we arrived in Senshaw. Not that my father's disapproval has any bearing on this conversation. He loiters around the city's outskirts, along with his first mate, Casca. Just look for a doggy rat and a sench rat arguing with each other. You can't miss them. Oh, and tell them Aelia sent you. I should head back to the palace. Good luck.
Right.
Let's see if this Zaji fellow is as honorable as young Aelia believes. Would you care to walk there together? There's much about Senchal I can tell you. Otherwise, we can meet in the city's outskirts.
Right, well, let's
Very
go
well.
through this once.
Follow me.
Nicely he's running. Still walking.
Refugees from the recent dragon attacks have flooded Senchal. They have lost homes and livelihoods. Despite the city's best efforts, most go to sleep hungry each night.
Yeah, it does seem like there's a lot of poor people around here. Better stop being so poor. People start hucking racks at them.
Many take advantage of these hopeless souls. Thieves and cutthroats steal any item of value they still carry. While these refugees languish, the city's underbelly thrives.
Sounds like a good place for me.
While the dragons ravage this land, these people will suffer. That is why we must fight. Not for glory, not for fame, but for the innocents of elsewhere who cannot fight for themselves.
Just buy another ship? Casca, you won, Zaji, you truly do. Can't you see that Zaji is grieving? He's lost everything. His home, his heart, his one and only lady love. Oh, how can he go on? The Perfect Pounce! The finest vessel to sail the Topal Bay! Someone stole her as we slumbered. A heartless wretch. A thief without honor. A member of Zaji's very own crew. He is sure of it.
Oh, great. Why am I talking to you then?
He suffered 1,000 salty cuts.
So he got his vessel
but
stolen.
Nartisse does.
Got his ship stolen.
And Zaji knows we can find him in Southgard ruins. Pounce needs provisions before it sets sail, and that's where Nartisse will get them. But why are you offering to help, Walker? Aelia sent you. Then you must be walkers of honor. And this one must admit, slaying a dragon sounds quite heroic. Very well. It's a deal. If you help Zaji get his ship back, he will take you to this island. We must head to Southgard ruins and search for Nartisse. It is a coastal town of sorts, just south of Senchal. With some persuasion, that clawless dark elf should let slip the location of the Perfect Pounce. Then we steal her back. He is the newest member of Zaji's crew. Came aboard only a few weeks ago, and this morning, just as the Perfect Pounce is stolen away, he disappears. It is more than a coincidence, this one thinks. Zaji's blood may boil, but his mind remains as sharp as a blade. We came to Senchal for provisions. It is unlikely that Nartisse would journey out to sea without stocking up first. That means dealing with the vagabonds in Southgard ruins.
Oh, great.
It
Vagabonds.
used to be a fort. But as the name suggests, it's seen better days. Now pirates and brigands call it home. They will not welcome outsiders. Ah, and so we finally move on to one of Zaji's favorite topics of conversation. The Perfect Pounce is home to the sleekest profiteers this side of the Topo
Profiteers, huh?
She is captained by a roguishly handsome Khajiit who sought fortune from a young age. Indeed he is. There is no treasure too hidden, no adventure too perilous, no glory too great for Zaji and his loyal crew. Danger? This one does not know the word. In such situations, Zaji tends to go with his well-toned gut. And his gut says this dragon will be a problem for Senchal eventually. He will help those brave enough to hunt the beast down, right after we find the pouch, of course. Casca? Why, she's the Pounce's first mate, of course. Don't take her manner personally, Walker. She's a Khajiit of few words and little patience. And so this one would recommend you stay on her good side, yes? She didn't earn the title Casca the Unconquered without biting off a few heads. Do not try your luck, Walker.
Casca the Unconquered. Well, I'll slay that
First,
dragon.
Our ship is stolen. Then, before we even know where it is, Zaji agrees to sail a stranger to a dragon's island. I should have just rolled over and gone back to sleep this morning. Casca, first mate of the Pounce, otherwise known as the one who keeps Zaji from getting us all killed. If it were up to me, Nartris would have never set foot on our deck. Unfortunately, our bleeding heart of a captain had other ideas. That dark elf didn't know a bowline from a clowfish. It was obvious he'd never set sail in his life, yet he was excited to join our crew. Only a fool wouldn't have been suspicious. Naturally, Zaji never...
I have no idea what a bowline or a clowfish is, so... But then again, I'm not excited to join a crew of profiteers. So I guess she's right.
If he's not, we'll find him eventually. If no one has mentioned it, Sencherats are excellent hunters, and I have his scent.
If you have a scent, then why don't you help us out, yo? Whatever. Moving out. Ooh, there's a dragon just outside of town. Probably hard to get to. Well, maybe we'll take a gander at that dragon. Alright, up in the mountain. I think the route up is over here. I guess we'll just kill these guys real quick. Die, you. Do some peon work. Look at that. Big old frost dragon. Where's it going? Don't tell me it's attacking the city. Probably not going to be able to tank this and beat it on my own, but the other dragon has been slain, so just a matter of time before other people start showing up. They can all be super jelly of my name, Dragon Slayer. Alright, so while we're waiting, I'll rant on something that bugs me about this game and others. So we're riding back. Alright, so made this character day one, right? Was able to get the name Dragon Slayer for anyone else, but you shouldn't need to be able to. Shouldn't need to do that, especially in this game where we have @names. Should just be if you need a unique identifier, then you have the @name. Everyone should be able to name their characters Dragon Slayer if they want. Why we have to have unique character names is, well, it's kind of silly. It's kind of stupid. I'm not a fan of that game design decision, but it seems to be a big deal for the people that have been playing MMOs for years and think that, you know, that's the way to do it, right? Be rewarded for being one of the old school players by having the name you want. But let's be real, I mean, there's thousands, if not tens of thousands of people with my exact same name, right? If I need a unique identifier, I can give them my social security number. Just like in this game, we have @names. That's the unique identifier. Why do we have to have unique character names? There's no point. It's pointless. Outside of the fact of chat, I guess. But that could be easily remedied, right? By using @names. And there I am. Instead of freaking slaying dragons, I'm dying because I'm ranting about the fact that everyone can't be named Dragon Slayer. I'll take one for the team. ESO wants to test out the whole idea of having non-unique character names. I'll let them use my name. I'll let everyone be called Dragon Slayer. I'm down. I don't care if there's 1,000 Dragon Slayers walking around right now. I'd be alright with it. Where'd the frickin' dragon go? Yeah, this place is like a frickin' minefield. There he is. This guy's pretty tough. Tougher than the dragons from Northern Elsewhere. Got him. Another dragon slain. No, it's not dragon killer. It's dragon slayer. Get it right. Right, so moving on. And off to continue this quest line. Ooh, look. Cat Claws Station. Alright, well, we'll go check that out real quick. Check out the latest armor sets. Daring Corsair. Oh, I've got something attacking me. Oh, yeah? Fine, whatever, just leave then. Right. So, let's take a look at this. Oops. Alright, CP160. Right, this helps you generate ultis. And it is kind of a hybrid set. Gives you magic and stamina. Depending on the weapon you're using. For 5 items, you'll reduce costs of your weapon abilities by 10% magic or stamina. And then it adds stamina recovery and magic recovery with 2 to 3 items. 4 items, it adds a big chunk of weapon critical and spell critical. Interesting set. Probably not going to use it. Moving out. These. Ah, some skeevers. Damn skeevers. There's a trap here. It's a trap. The hell? Who's attacking me? See if we can bring him over here. Alright, that's cool. Hey, ran away. Whatever. There's another dragon here. He's back over there. Good.
Sneak in, Casca. Sneak.
Our new companions certainly love to quarrel. Zaji wants to infiltrate the encampment and take Nartisse by surprise. Casca, on the other hand, suggests we launch a frontal assault and deal with him directly. Very well. We'll start our search at the north entrance. I'll follow your lead. Meanwhile, Zaji and Casca can make their way to the other side of the encampment. I'll leave their strategy to them. Luckily, Zaji provided a map of the area. I've determined a few locations where I believe Nartisse may be, given their relative isolation from the rest of the encampment. At the very least, this path should let us search most of the camp. Enough. Do you accept the plan?
It is an excellent plan. We'll circle around to the back, yes?
And knowing your mouth will alert every pirate in Southgard along the way.
What? Zaji is the epitome of discretion!
I'm going to take the lay of the land. I'll meet you at the entrance to the camp.
Alright, I guess that means we go kill stuff then. I prefer slaying dragons, but I'll slay pretty much anything. Black Gull Brute. A biggin. Oh, he's a dead one.
I don't see Nartis. Let's move on.
There's our champion point. We're now 50 away from 810, which is the top level. B. Got him.
I'm on the next ship to Somerset.
Where's the damn Krug? I'll tell you when I've had.
Alright, do some gathering while we're here. Got him. Oh, got design. Cured meat. Didn't know you had to design cure meat, but okay. Looks like some of this has the extra quests. Freeing slaves. Worried about that. I'll just come back and do those later. But saving slaves nonetheless. Doing our good deed. Moving forward.
Keep a sharp eye, mate. Too many newcomers prowling about.
Butterfly. Oh, got butterfly wing too. I'm talking about.
Sign of the Dark Elf here. Let's head north.
Heading north. Those things. Hack wings. Yep. Right. Still got a level's worth of enlighten bonus.
Stop right there. He locked the door. Stand back. Quickly now. After him.
That backpack looked like it was empty too. A lot of times with backpack they'll have that cover over it when it has stuff in it, and the cover will be undone when it's empty, so it's a little strange. Maybe I should have done beta testing. Cover these things before release, right?
Walker, good to see you. Look who Zaji found. Why don't you say hello?
Please, Zaji, don't let Casca rip out my throat.
I'll stand guard while you interrogate Nartisse.
I'd love some time alone with Nartisse, but we wouldn't talk, so you should ask the questions.
Usually Zaji is the one who does the talking, but his spell work is a tad rusty. This one will keep the Muskars floating while you do the questioning.
Good, good, good.
All right, I admit it. I stole the perfect pounce and brought it here to Southgard. But I no longer have the ship, I don't.
What do you mean you no longer have the ship, bro?
I sold the ship to Admiral Irathi, but they haven't set sail yet. The ship is still berthed on the south docks. Irathi hasn't even finished loading up the slaves. Did I say slaves? Silly me! I meant cargo. They're loading cargo. I would never sell a Khajiiti ship to a slave trader.
Yeah.
All right, yes, Irathi is a slaver. But I swear I didn't know that until after I sold her the ship. Please, you have to believe me, I'm innocent here.
You're innocent of what, bruh?
Zaji wants you to know there are no hard feelings. In our business, it's sink or swim, yes? Oh, that's right! You can't swim.
Oh, that's too bad.
That went exactly as planned, which honestly may be a first for Zaji. Zaji is counting on it. There's no place for slavers in elsewhere. But there's plenty of room at the bottom of the sea. Perhaps Khenarthi will even take pity on Nartisse and guide him to wherever it is that dark elves go. There's not a sailor in the Topal Bay who hasn't heard of Admiral Irathi and her practices. Many Khajiit have suffered because of her. But now we have a chance to repay this suffering, yes? Oh, you want a plan? Now, that plan would be... Zaji and the Bearded One will draw away the slavers. Meanwhile, Casca will help you secure the perfect pounce. We'll reconvene when the coast is clear.
Right.
Against my better judgment, I think we should follow Zaji's plan. Besides, it's best if you help secure the boat. We wouldn't want our new friends sailing off without us. Let's just say I'm not discounting the possibility. Aelia Renmus seems like a respectable woman, but she may not be the best judge of character. For now, let's hold up our end of the bargain.
Make sure you keep up, Walker.
Right, onward then. Shiny. Simple feather lure. It's different.
Just the damn rats again.
Don't worry, I'll kill the rats. And you.
Admiral, so good to finally meet you.
Got him.
Remove that wheel lock or we'll never sail out of here.
Ah, it is good to be home.
We should sail for Senchal before reinforcements arrive.
Excellent point. Hey, Walker! Get us out of here!
Wait, I get to sail the ship? Outstanding.
I told you the captain would get the pounce back.
Once again, the perfect pounce sails under Zaji's tender touch. She's an impressive vessel, yes. Sleeker than a greased Alfiq and twice as fast. Swift enough to dodge any dragonfire that comes our way. This one assures you.
Yeah, right.
It seems that young Aelia has joined us. See what she has to say.
I can't sail anymore. That sucks.
It seems the little one has come aboard. Why don't you see what she has to say?
All right.
I heard what happened from the crew. I'm glad you were there to help recover the Pounce. I don't think Zaji would have handled the loss of his ship very well. Speaking of Zaji, did he agree to sail you to the island? I'm glad to hear it. I knew Zaji wouldn't let you down. I'm coming with you. If this dragon is going to attack Senchal, I want to help defeat it. Besides, I'm sure you could use an extra hand. I'm good with a bow. Look, I'm aware of the risks, believe me. But this city is my home. I can't just stay behind and hope you stop this threat. Not when I can help. I won't stand by while my father and friends are in danger.
Guess the captain got the Pounce back. He always does. Not the first time he's lost it, you know. Practically everything. If it weren't for old Dirge, the whole ship would sink under the weight of the grime and barnacles. Not that any of these louts would notice. Enough jawing. I've got to see what condition the Pounce has come back in.
You're competent, I'll give you that. Enough to slay a dragon? We'll see. The odds don't look good. We don't know the island. We have no idea how strong the dragon is. We'll have to improvise, and that rarely goes well.
Right about that.
And wait for this dragon to burn the city to the ground? No, it's better to die fighting than to perish hiding behind a wall. Besides, we're profiteers. We know a thing or two about the risk. Someone on this ship has to be. If everyone plans for sunny weather, how will we survive a storm? Despite the odds, it's not hopeless though. If we can fight, then there is always a chance we can win.
Right, fair enough. Moving out.
Jal, you are the one who got us back the perfect pounds, yes? Thank you for that. She may not be much, but the Pounce has been this one's home for a long time. Even before Zaji was her captain, in fact. Yes, back when the ship belonged to a rather nasty fellow by the name of Bazahar the Bull. A heartless taskmaster who didn't care a lick about his crew. The Pounce was a lot less colorful back then, in more ways than one. What's not to like? He respects his crew, makes sure we're well cared for, and he's always excited for the next adventure. It's a bit contagious, actually. Still, I don't know if this ship could actually function without Casca. I won't deny Zaji is cunning when he wants to be, but it's Casca that keeps this ship afloat. She schedules for repairs, oversees our provisions, pays the crew. And she keeps us all safe, of course. I haven't seen her lose a fight yet.
That's why she's the unconquered.
This one is cleaning. You may help clean, or you may stop bothering this one.
I'm down for some cleaning, yeah.
Whatever needs doing. Cleaning, mopping, stabbing. Sometimes this one stabs and then cleans up afterward. Also, Chisbari is well known for her cheery disposition. Hooray! See? Chisbari is so cheery.
She doesn't seem very cheery to me. Let's see. There you go. Helping out.
Now that we've secured a vessel, our next step is to infiltrate the dragon's lair. Zaji will stay on his ship in case we need to make a quick retreat. Casca, on the other hand, has asked to join our hunt. If she wishes to protect her home, she should have that chance. Once we reach the island, we'll search for the dragon. Luckily, we have the Horn of Jadari to help us fight the beast. Before I made my way to elsewhere, I searched Drakengard's sanctuaries for weapons and wisdom. There, I learned about the Horn of Jadari and how it was stolen by the dragon Veloxin. I found Veloxin's lair, slew the beast, and took back the horn.
Pretty sure I found the Horn of Jadari yesterday.
A dragon horn of immense power. Its sound forces dragons to fall
Maybe it's a different horn.
It should give us a great advantage in battle. That said, another ship was seen heading toward the island. I'm not sure if its crew are friend or foe, but we must be prepared for the worst. We can set sail immediately, or perhaps you would like to take a moment to become familiar with the crew. Very good. Let's go deal with that dragon.
Alright, time to deal with dragons. When I get to be the captain once again. Alright.
So, both Ailey and Casca have joined your hunt, eh? Two beautiful sweet meats willing to fight by your side. Ah! There's no better way to leap into battle. Not that Casca needs to know this one called her a sweet meat.
Right, off to Tideholm. So far, so good.
Judging by that docked ship, we're not the only ones who have business on this island. There's a Dragon Guard proverb. Prepare your counter before the blow. In other words, if they swing at you, be ready to swing back. I also recommend we split our forces to cover more ground. I spotted a cavern northeast of here. Scout ahead and see where it leads. Meanwhile, Casca, Aelia, and I will search for the main entrance to those ruins. Aelia, Casca, you're with me. Stick close and prepare to fight.
I'm always ready to fight. Just keep an eye on the little one.
I can take care of myself, you know.
Alright, so the island's just off the shore here. Near Khenarthi's Roost. We were just at Khenarthi's Roost, leveling one of my AD characters just the other day. Got some Rubido hide scraps. Rubido, I don't know. Rabido. Not sure on the exact pronunciation of that. Oops, wrong button. So in case you're curious about all the extra stuff that's happening when I'm in combat, this character is rocking Slodes, so it procs a Shadow Pearl, fires at my enemies. That's a Slode set, my weapons and jewelry. And then the other set is Morkildin's, which procs a sword, an animated weapon to attack my enemies. And the other proc is a bear, or primal spirit that mauls closest enemy. That's Selene's Visage, or Selene's monster set. So Selene's, Morkildin's, and Slodes. So my character rocks. And between those three sets, pretty much constantly proccing something. I don't think I procced anything that fight.
Sept scales, this gate won't budge. Does anyone see a lever? Good to see you, warrior. Thanks for the assistance.
Some role playing there. Slodes there. Proc Selene's on the last one. proc Selines again. That bear comes out of nowhere. Does a bunch of damage. It's a trap. Should have known there was a trap there. Bet that's foreshadowing for another part here.
Hold your positions.
Right. Plot thickens.
That was certainly effective. Well done, my friend.
Yes, it was. Torchbug. No, Torchbug Thorax. Let's just take a look at that. Sweet. Salamanders.
Damn this gate.
Look above us!
Prepare yourselves.
Right.
Inside, now! Follow the beast!
Onward.
Who are these people, and why are they attacking us?
They are enemies to be defeated. Nothing else matters.
These banners, the motifs. There's no mistaking it. This is a Dragon God sanctuary.
Oh, this is one of the improvements.
These hallowed halls.
We get a sanctuary to build up over time, I believe.
Well said. I was able to track the dragon's movements. It should be just up ahead. Aelia and Casca have agreed to guard this hall while we move forward.
Well, I'm not sure of the exact mechanics of it, but...
Be prepared, little one. I can smell them coming.
How many?
We'll find out.
Does it matter? They will die all the same.
Where are you? Show yourself! Prepare to meet your end! The horn didn't work. How?
Of course not. That's my horn, mortals. Tell me how you came to possess it.
My companion will speak with you, dragon. But make one wrong move, and my blade will cut deep.
I am Nathalar. I do not fear you, hunter. If you seek a battle, understand that it will be to the death.
It's a pretty cool looking dragon.
I'd rather talk, though. Where did you get my horn? Zukorav. So it was Valoksin who hid it from me. To protect our kind from the horn's power, no doubt. Such an honorable fool. And why do you seek to kill me? Are you one of Latvulan's thralls? My oldest foe. A dragon of great power and evil intent. He gathered a cult to do his bidding and subjugated our brothers to his cause. Those who oppose him die. He plans to destroy this land, and me along with it. Why would I attack the Kaz city? It means nothing to me. Only Latvulan matters. You have dispatched many of my brother's followers, so I shall spare your lives.
I think I'd rather slay you, bro.
Keep my horn. I have no need of it.
Damn it, let's kill it. Slay it.
Dragon means us no harm.
No harm? Did we come all this way for nothing?
That's still to be determined. For now, let's spread out and see what we can find.
Slay the dragon. Damn it. It's all this happy hippie crap of not slaying dragons. Whatever.
Well, I certainly didn't factor this into my plans. The Dragon Guard were very clear about their dealings with dragons. Hunt them, slay them, use their parts. Yet this one shares our goals. This Latvulan seeks to destroy all of Tamriel. If Nathalar wants to stop that, I'd say we have a common cause. As the Red Guard proverb tells us, if we share an enemy, let our blade strike as one. I may not like it, but Nathalar possesses knowledge about Latvulan that we just don't have. And the might of a dragon at our disposal isn't something to toss away lightly. Yes, I'd rather have Nathalar on our side than against us. Our mission was successful, my friend. It just didn't end as we expected. We secured passage to the island. We found the dragon, and we made sure Sanchal was safe. At least from this potential threat. Not bad for a day's work. We also need to learn more about this dragon Latvulan. If it does indeed wish to destroy all of Tamriel, then an alliance is our best way to end that threat. I'm just glad I have your support in this. Your help has already been invaluable.
Right, new set, Dragon Guard set. Let's see, adds 282 weapon and spell damage while your health is above 50%. It's pretty good. Adds physical and spell resistance while your health is 50% or below. It's handy. Interesting set. So weapon spell damage and weapon crit, spell crit, maximum health. Right?
If we're to fight
and we
back
got a
against
skill point.
Latvulan, we'll need more than a single dragon. we'll need an order dedicated to eradicating this threat. The time has come to reform the Dragon Guard. I do. The crew of the Perfect Pounce already helped us on one dragon hunt. I'd like you to see if they'd join us for many more. Speak to Zaji and see if he and his crew want to join our order.
Our order. That's right. We're Dragon Guards.
Takes our offer seriously. He may find it hard to believe that we want his crew to join the Dragon Guard. In fact, I'm having a hard time believing it myself. But by Lecky, we need them.
Well, let's find out about the
Far
other
too
companions.
busy. Fighting this dragon invasion has left little time to socialize.
So that's a no?
I'm not certain where Lyris is, truth be told. Kasura told me that she visited the Abbey, but departed soon after. And as I've said, I've been quite busy. I do plan to find her eventually, if only to make sure she's doing well. The Imperial Dragon Guard was formed centuries ago by Riemann I, founder of the Second Empire. Though we seek to emulate the Order's dragon hunting practices, the Dragon Guard was originally created to act as Riemann's honor guard. I suspect it has to do with the Order's Akaviri origins. When the Akaviri invaded Tamriel, they were defeated by Riemann and ultimately swore loyalty to him and his heirs. They eventually became his Dragon Guard. The Akaviri have a long history of hunting dragons in their homeland, so the Dragon Guard were both the Emperor's honor guard and accomplished dragon hunters.
All right.
This lasted for nearly 2 centuries, until the assassination of Riemann III. The Dragon Guard was officially disbanded. Some members swore loyalty to the Potentate and acted as his spy masters, while others became mercenaries. There were even members who continued to hunt dragons, though in much smaller numbers than before. Members of the Dragon Guard were the premier soldiers of the Empire. They were master strategists, disciplined and honor-bound. It's no exaggeration to say they were the best of the best. We, on the other hand, have a crew of pirates. Yes, how could I forget? I led young Aelia in her first battle. None of them are my first choice. They've all shown themselves to be dedicated to protecting Elsewhere and its people. They will have to do. The Imperial Dragon Guard was formed centuries ago.
Right.
I suspect it has to do with the Order's... The Akaviri have a long... The Dragon Guard was officially... I've been far too busy. Fighting this dragon invasion has left little time to socialize. It's not a matter I'd like to discuss, Vestige.
Maybe I killed
There's
Lyris.
still so much to do. I don't plan to forget her, of course, but there is little time to deal with grief when so much is at stake.
Yeah, so the dialogue's a little jacked up, I guess. Again, maybe they should have had an extended beta for this. And I completely missed it myself. Didn't even realize they were having a beta for this until it was too late. But yeah, some of the dialogue choices are jacked up. There's incongruency between the choices. Is Lyris dead, or is Saisahan gonna go find her? I don't know. Can't tell. And I can't, frankly, when I went through and beat the main story with this character, I don't remember. Well, I don't want to give too much of the main story away, but one of the companions dies, and you choose which one. And I don't remember if I chose Saisahan, Lyris, or Varen. It's just been too long. I don't remember. So it's hard to know if the dialogue choices actually make sense. I suspect they don't. So. And I mean, if I did kill Saisahan, then none of this makes sense. Right. Moving on. But that may be something we go and test out. So we move forward. How do I get up there? Maybe it's down here. But anyways, we've got a new way shrine here for the Dragon Guard Sanctum.
Guess the captain got the pounce back. He always does. Not the first, practically everything.
Alright. Right, so I assume we have to wait before we can get the Dragon Guard Armory.
I'm glad that Senchal is safe, but making an alliance with a dragon? I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah, well, I'm in charge here, not you. Right.
Jal, you are the one who got us back the perfect pounce, yes? Thank you for that. She may not be much, but the pounce has been this one's home for a long time. Even before Zaji was our captain, in fact. Yes, back when the ship belonged to a rather nasty fellow by the name of Baza. What's not to like? He respects his crew, makes sure we're well.
I heard all this. Dialogue hasn't changed yet.
Zaji knew his gut was right. Only a truly great warrior could tame a dragon. Do you suppose the creature will let us ride it? No, best not to ask. This one would not want to be rude. Really? Of course you do. Who wouldn't want the daring Zaji by their side? The offer is tempting. Whoever defeats these dragons will have their names sung by moon singers for generations. Zaji is not one to hesitate, Walker. Not when a stranger asks him to sail to a dragon's island, and certainly not when that same stranger offers glory and fame. The crew of the Perfect Pounce will join your Dragon Guard. Ah, yes. Zaji will speak to the crew. However, there are 2 crew members you may wish to speak with personally. Dirge Traktor, the Imperial with a weasel face, and the beautiful Chisbari. Their particular talents may prove interesting. The Dragon Guard key! Who's a good-for-nothing lout now, mother? But you must be busy with the dragon, no? Zaji will speak to the crew on your behalf if you do not have the time to spare. Leave it to Zaji. Dirge Traktor has more book smarts than the rest of my crew combined. Now that's not saying much, since most of my crew can't read. The Dragon Guard wrote many things, yes? Perhaps he can help you read them. Well, Dirge has an awful lot of contacts. He always helps us figure out who we can trust and how to avoid those who mean us harm. Maybe he can help keep track of our enemies in some fashion. Ah, Chisbari the Chipper, as she is known. You'll see why as soon as you hear her lovely voice. Aside from Casca, there's no one more dependable aboard the Pounce. Give her a task, and she'll get it done, yes? Oh, Zaji has not a single doubt, not a one. We may be just smugglers to you and the Bearded One, but our hearts sing for adventure. They will all take up the call, this one is sure. Life on the seas is not easy, Walker. You must be able to adapt at a moment's notice if you wish to survive its many dangers. Storms, attacking ships, sea serpents. The Pounce's crew will learn to navigate the dangers of dragons just as readily. Of course, Zaji is their captain after all. This one is confident that his crew will become the greatest Dragon Guard to ever walk the sands of Elsewhere. It's just a matter of time.
All right. So, reforming the Dragon Guard as part of this DLC.
Our mysterious crew has departed. Those left alive to depart, that is. They were dragon cultists, yes? It would certainly explain their choice of garb. This Latvalan must have an affinity for black. Very well. I will join your order. Why would I hesitate? These dragons killed many of my people, and I cannot fight them alone. So I will help you hunt down the beasts. A simple decision, yes? The Dragon Guard were a very strict order, yes? I doubt our crew would do well with too many rules. Perhaps some changes will need to be made. I have faced many enemies. Nothing was too big or too powerful for me to challenge. I didn't always win, but I could always fight. When the dragons came, this was no longer true. I would rather die on the sands of Palatine than hide away on foreign soil. This is a chance to make my stand. I will take it. Besides, if I thought your cause was impossible, I would have said no.
All right. One crew member down.
I can't believe we're in a Dragon Guard sanctuary. My father would tell me stories about the Order when I was little. Protectors of the Emperor, slayers of dragons, daring adventures.
Yes, slayers of dragons.
It's all quite exciting. You want me to join your order? I mean, that isn't to say I don't want to. Of course I do. I want to protect my home before the dragons destroy it. I didn't expect you to ask me to stay. We only face the darkness of fear so that we may find the light of courage. That's something my mother always told me. An old Red Guard proverb, she said. I'll join your Dragon Guard and protect my home. You have my word. I have to admit, our Dragon Guard does seem a little motley at the moment. Perhaps uniforms would help? I spent my childhood in Cyrodiil. My father was a commander under Emperor Leovic, and my mother was a Red Guard ambassador. Her name was Sadala. I had a tough time fitting in with my peers. They were always questioning who I was. Was I Imperial? Was I a Red Guard? They wanted to put me in a neat little box, but I didn't quite fit. Anyway, my father joined the Colovian Revolt and was given the rank of General by Emperor Varen. Father received orders to come to Central and help with the restoration. He didn't plan to take me along as I was only 13 at the time. Then my mother died, and everything changed. Exactly, and a new city helped take my mind off of other things. I felt so welcomed in Senchal. The Khajiit never questioned who I was or where I came from. To them, I was simply Aelia. That was all that mattered.
Right.
Yeah. Can you see I'm reading? Trying to read. What letter does that look like to you? Oh. Thought it might have been some sort of code. Well, guess I'm free now. What do you want? Captain says a lot of things. Like more riches than we can count, and easy as a spring breeze.
Uh-huh.
Now here we are, hunting dragons like they're some kind of sky whales. Well, you are anyway. I got books to research. Who'd have thought reading could be so handy? Anything, Dragon Guard. Books on killing dragons without getting eaten, I hope. When I scare up some leads, I could use your help retrieving them. I hear anything about those New Moon fanatics while I'm at it, I'll let you know.
Right, back upstairs. What's this over here? Nothing and nothing. Torch bug. No torch bug thorax. Nothing. There's one big cat.
What do you want? Not surprising. I am the only one who can keep a ledger around here. You hunt dragons. I figure out where the dragons are. And what to do with any parts you bring back, yes? It's the most obvious way to help.
Right. So we've talked to all the crew. What was that? Sweet roll? Can't steal it. Lore book.
The Dragon God and I have agreed to an alliance. To defeat Lot Vulan, we have joined forces. Neither of us much likes the idea, but allowances must be made.
Indeed.
Nathalar and I have come to an agreement. We'll work together to defeat Lot Vulan, but only that. After our battle is won, Nathalar will peacefully depart from these lands. Now, what did Zaji say to my proposal? Excellent.
Ooh, another skill point.
I'll meet with him and his crew to discuss the particulars. For aiding me in the establishment of our new Dragon Guard, accept this reward. Oh, and talk to Nathalar when you have a moment. He requested your help with a small matter.
Taking my XP bonus worn off. Alright with that. I still have Enlighten bonus.
You are wise to ally yourselves with me. Lot Vulan will not stop until Tamriel is destroyed. He has raised an army and forced my brothers to join his crusade. Those who refuse die. He must be stopped for the good of my kind, as well as for yours. A dragon's words have power few mortals understand. When we swear an oath, we are bound by it. That is our way. The dragon Yagrandu vowed to aid me in a time of need. We must seek him out and remind him of his oath. I do, but I do not know where he hides. I leave that task to you, as the Dragon God of old were known to be accomplished trackers. Seek the aid of a companion who knows this land well, and let them guide you. Now go, hunter. Find Yagrandu. Finding Yagrandu requires a test of skill rather than mere bravery. I am curious to see how you and your companions fare. Yagrandu ran afoul of a powerful dragon hunter in a time before the Dragon God. I found him, injured and cornered, and offered my aid. For a price. Knowing that his life was forfeit, he begrudgingly agreed. My kind call it a soul smear, a blood allegiance. It is an unbreakable bond, stronger than any vow uttered by a mortal. Yagrandu is bound to pay his debt by a magic older than any you know. If you find him, he will join our cause.
Yeah, but when can I do some Fusroda? That's what I want to know. Yep. Invisible walls blocking my way. That's fine. Whatever. Moving out.
We're part of the Dragon Guard, Aelia. It's not stealing.
I think we should ask before putting them on.
But it looks so good on you. Look what we found, Walker. Zaji has to say, the Dragon Guard certainly has style.
That's right.
Though this one did decide to make a few alterations. Now, what's our next move? What does our dragon friend have up his scaly sleeve? A missing dragon, huh? Then you'll want to head to Kenarthi's Breath Temple. The priests there can find all sorts of things, if your cause is just. I'm certain they wouldn't mind helping the noble Dragon Guard defeat a great evil. South of Black Heights, Zaji's childhood village. Just follow the ringing of the bells, yes? Can't miss it. Zaji will meet you there? Yes, of course. This one is your resident expert, after all. He just did not realize that his first Dragon God mission would take him back to Black Heights. He hasn't visited since... well, he has never visited. The only thing remarkable about Black Heights is just how unremarkable it is. Nothing ever happens there. The villagers paint the wall of life. The priests pray to Kenarthi for guidance. It's all very, very dull. A big mural. The villagers each add to it before they die, preserving their stories for generations to come. Zaji remembers staring at it when he was a Jakajit. The stories of this one's ancestors made Zaji think... That's it. Merchants, weavers, fishers, and farmers. There were now stories of heroes, no glorious tales of adventure. All Zaji saw in that mural was a life too dull to contemplate. And so, this one ran away and never looked back. Kenarthi is the goddess of the winds. She guides the Khajiit, ensuring our ships reach safe harbor and our souls find the sands behind the stars. With Kenarthi's power, the priests can guide us to what we seek. Something to do with the bells, Zaji thinks. He has never seen the ritual, of course. It is only performed in times of dire need, such as when a group of brave Dragon Guard must find a dragon, yes?
Alright.
You're traveling with Zaji? Then I'm going to. I wouldn't want him to get into any trouble now that he's an official member of the Dragon Guard.
Fair enough.
It's settled. To Black Heights.
And I'm coming with you.
What? You don't trust Zaji to handle this?
Not in the slightest.
The people of Elsewhere cry out, why do these dragons plague us so? The answer is simple, because we have not killed them yet. You stand ready to hunt these creatures, yes? Dragons sail across Elsewhere, burning everything in their wake. Most run and hide. We do not. But to kill a thing, we must catch it first, yes? Only a fool would chase them on the wing. No, we must hunt them where they feed. Track the beasts to their hunting grounds. There, they grow fat and lazy. In that moment of weakness, gather your allies and slay them. A simple task, but a grave one. The dragons must die, Walker. Will you do this for the Dragon Guard? Chisbari has many virtues, but patience is not among them. Kill your dragons, then we talk.
Alright, I'll slay dragons.
Yes, the others busy themselves with dusty old tomes and fancy rituals. Fair! Chisbari has no stomach for that foolishness. Did we come to this place to talk or to make war? This one says, get on with it.
Yes, let's get on with it.
Chisbari saw the beasts up close. Just after they erupted from Kunzari's trap, they savaged the surrounding hunting grounds. Killed hundreds of hunters as well. This one's nephews burned like kindling in the first days of the disaster. Not as sorry as the dragons will be, Walker. Chisbari studied them from a distance for many long days and nights. Now, this one knows their habits, their weaknesses. Some see them as gods. This one sees only quarry.
So, what are you doing later, Chisbari? Alright, moving out. So we're slaying dragons and all. Right. Another daily quest down here, it looks like.
I'm just glad there were some survivors at the mill. It could have been so much worse.
Hey, I need you to do something for me. Or for the guild, I mean. Got a beauty of a lead, if I say so myself. Picked up the trail of a Dragon Guard leader who trained new recruits to the Old Order. He's long gone, of course, but there were rumors he took scrolls on the art of dragon hunting when the Order disbanded.
Looks like we're dropping some frames. I don't know what the deal is. OBS Studio looks like it's taking up a chunk of the network for whatever reason.
Don't it? From what I gathered, our Dragon Guard scroll-bearer went to Grotwood, left behind a letter and code. I'm guessing for folk like us to recover the scrolls when needed. He hid them in the Hall of Might in the ruins of the Reliquary of Stars. Bring me some rum while you're out. I get bleary after a while, and a tipple helps clear the fog.
Right, go find Dragon Guard scrolls.
Some ancient wild elf ruin, flowing with magic like they do. Heard the Mages Guild's been poking around there recently. Probably aren't looking for the same thing we are, but they get grabby with any reading material left lying around. Best hurry.
It looks like OBS is the cause of this network scourge right now. May have to reboot the system. I don't know. We'll give it a few minutes, see if it calms down. Actually, the amount of bandwidth it's using right now, the amount of network isn't abnormal. Maybe there's a download happening I'm not seeing. Well, I'd figure it would show up in the task manager if there was a download. I'm not sure what the issue is. Maybe it's just OBS. Maybe it needs a good reboot. Well, I'm going to take care of that issue, because if we're losing 20 frames per second and I'm only putting out 30 frames per second, that's not going to look good on your side. So, that's an issue. You have to fix that since it's not going away on its own. What we accomplished so far today? Well, slayed a dragon and started the Dragon Guard quest. Let's see how far we are. We've done 2 of 6 of the Southern Elsewhere Zone story quests. When we get back, we will continue those quests. Alright. Sorry about the dropped frames and the network issues. I'm going to go diagnose that problem.